Those who keep learning will keep rising in life. Charlie Munger's words echo in the mind of Maya, a young professional. She sits at her desk, worried last year. She said yes to a job that sounded perfect. 2 months in, she realized it was a poor fit. She bought stocks on a friend's tip. Lost money. She trusted a business partner without checking their background. Again, regret. Why does Maya keep making these mistakes? She is smart and works hard. Yet, her decisions often lead to stress, wasted time, and lost money. It feels like a pattern she cannot break each time she promises herself to do better. But the cycle repeats. Maya's story is not rare. Many young professionals face these same traps. They jump into opportunities, trust the wrong people, or miss better options. Why? Because they do not have the right tools for thinking. But what if there was a way to break the cycle? What if top decision makers like Charlie Munger knew a secret? This video will reveal that secret. You will learn how mental models can help you make better choices at work, with money, and in life. Ready to break the cycle? Let's start. What are mental models? The secret weapon revealed. Imagine you are given a toolbox. Each tool helps you solve a different problem. A hammer for nails, a wrench for bolts. Mental models are like these tools, but for your mind. They are simple ways to see and solve problems. A mental model is a way of thinking about how the world works. It is a shortcut for understanding. Instead of guessing, you use a model to guide your choices. For example, supply and demand is a mental model from economics. Feedback loops come from biology. Each model helps you see patterns and avoid mistakes. Why do mental models matter? Because the world is complex. No one can know everything. With the right models, you can make sense of new situations, spot risks, and find better solutions. Top thinkers use a latticework of models. They do not rely on just one, they use many, switching between them as needed. If you want to make better decisions, you need more than just facts. You need better ways to think. That's what mental models offer. They are your secret weapon for smarter, faster, and safer choices. What you'll learn. Hear the toolkit promise. What you'll learn here. What if you could carry a toolkit for your mind everywhere you go? In this video, you'll get just that. A set of 5 essential mental models. Each one is simple, powerful, and proven by top decision makers. You will learn not only what they are, but also how to use them. We will start by telling you a little more about Charlie Munger, the master of mental models. Then, we'll break down each model in plain English. You'll see real-life examples so you can use them right away. You'll also learn how these models work together, like a team, but there is more. We'll show you how to use these models in your own life, at work, in business, with money, and even in relationships. We'll warn you about common mistakes and give you easy ways to avoid them. You'll get practical tools, a decision journal, daily habits, and free online resources. By the end, you will have a toolkit for better thinking. You'll see the world differently. You'll make smarter choices, and you'll be ready to take action. Are you ready to build your mental models toolkit? Let's go. The master of mental models. Charlie Munger, the master of mental models. Charlie Munger is famous for his sharp mind and wise decisions. As the longtime partner of Warren Buffett at Berkshire Hathaway, he helped build one of the world's most successful companies. But Munger's real secret? He collects mental models from many fields: psychology, math, biology, and more. Munger believes that most mistakes come from using the wrong model or not using any model at all. He says, if you only have a hammer, everything looks like a nail. That's why he built a latticework of models. He switches between them, depending on the problem. Munger did not invent mental models, but he made them popular. He reads widely, learns from many subjects, and connects ideas. This helps him see patterns others miss. He avoids big mistakes and finds hidden opportunities. You do not need to be a billionaire to use Munger's approach. You just need to learn a few key models and practice using them. With time, your decisions will get better. You will avoid traps. You will spot chances that others miss. That's the power of mental models. Let's dive into the 5 models that every young professional should know. First is inversion. Instead of asking, how can I succeed? Ask, how can I fail? By thinking backward, you spot dangers before they hit. For example, if you want to pass an exam, ask, what would make me fail? Then avoid those mistakes. Second is second-order thinking. Do not stop at the first effect. Ask, and then what? For example, a company cuts prices to win customers. But second-order thinking asks, will this hurt profits? Will rivals cut prices too? This model helps you see the full picture. Third is opportunity cost. Every choice costs you the chance to do something else. If you spend an hour on social media, you lose an hour you could use to learn a new skill. Always ask, what am I giving up? Fourth is circle of competence. Know what you know and what you do not. Stay inside your circle. If you do not understand crypto, do not invest in it. If you do not know how to fix a car, do not pretend you do. Fifth is probabilistic thinking. Life is not certain. Think in chances, not certainties. For example, if you apply for a job, ask, what are the odds I get it? What can I do to improve my chances? This model helps you stay realistic and calm. Imagine you are building a bridge. You would not use just one tool. You need a hammer, a saw, a level, and more. Mental models work the same way. The best results come when you use several together like a system. Let's say you are offered a new job. You use circle of competence to check if the job fits your skills. You use opportunity cost to see what you might miss. You use second-order thinking to guess how the change will affect your life. You use probabilistic thinking to weigh the odds of success. Finally, you use inversion. What could go wrong if I take this job? When you combine models, you see more angles. You spot risks and rewards. You avoid blind spots. This is called thinking in systems. It is what top decision makers do. But remember, you do not need to use every model every time. The goal is to have a toolkit ready. When you face a tough choice, pull out the right tools. Over time, this becomes a habit and your decisions get stronger. Using models in career, business, money, and love, real life wins. Using models in career, business, money, and love. So how do these models work in the real world? Let's see. In your career, the circle of competence keeps you focused on jobs where you can really shine. Opportunity cost reminds you that every yes means a no to something else, like, time for family or learning. In business, second-order thinking helps you see beyond quick wins. Maybe you want to launch a new product. You ask, what happens next? How will rivals respond? Will customers come back? Probabilistic thinking helps you plan for risks and surprises. With money, inversion can protect you. Ask, how could I lose my savings? Then avoid those traps. In relationships, these models help too. Second-order thinking can show you how your words today might affect trust tomorrow. The more you use these models, the more natural they feel. You start to see patterns, you avoid common traps, you make smarter moves not just in work, but honestly in every part of life. Pitfalls and solutions, common mistakes and easy fixes. Even the best tools can be misused. One common mistake is using only one model for every problem. This is like, using a hammer for every job. Even when you really need a screwdriver. Another trap is collecting models but never actually using them. Knowledge is useless without action. To avoid these mistakes, start a decision journal. Write down big choices, the models you used, and the results. Over time, you'll see patterns. What works, what doesn't. This helps you learn faster. Another tip: practice daily. Pick one model each week. Try to use it in real life. Ask friends how they would use it too. Share your stories. The more you practice, the stronger your thinking becomes. Finally, use free resources. Websites like Farnham Street, podcasts, and online courses can help you learn new models. The more you learn, the more tools you have. But remember, action beats theory. Use what you know. AI and the future, learning mental models with technology. Here's a secret: you do not have to learn alone. Today, AI tools can help you master mental models faster. Apps like ChatGPT can explain models in simple words. They can quiz you, give examples, and help you practice decisions. AI can also help you keep a decision journal. Some apps let you log choices, get feedback, and spot patterns. AI can find blind spots you might miss. It can suggest which models to use for a problem. But remember, AI is a helper, not a replacement for your own thinking. Use it to learn, to check your ideas, and to grow your toolkit. Combine your judgment with AI's speed. The future belongs to those who learn faster and smarter. And hey, midway reminder, if you're enjoying these tips, subscribe, like, and share with friends. More tools for better thinking are coming your way. Take action, practical exercises, and your next steps. Now it's your turn. Here's your homework. Start a decision journal. This week, write down one big choice you face. Use at least 2 mental models to think it through. What did you learn? What would you do differently next time? Pick one model, like inversion, and practice it every day for a week. Ask, how could this go wrong? In meetings, emails, or plans, notice what you find. Share your results with a friend or online group. Learning is faster together. Try a free AI tool. Ask it to explain a model or help you solve a problem. See how it changes your thinking. Explore Farnham Street and other sites for more resources. The more you practice, the stronger your mental toolkit grows. So, what is your biggest decision right now? Which mental model will you try first? Share your answer in the comments below. Thank you for reading. Now go build your toolkit and rise higher every day. Thank you so much for watching until the end. If you found value in this video, please consider subscribing for more content like this. Hit the like button if this was helpful, and share it with someone who might benefit from it. Have questions or suggestions for future videos? Drop them in the comments below. See you in the next one.